If you're a small business owner, I can almost guarantee you're going to the wrong bank looking for funding. In this video, I'm going to break down 5 different banks that are going to be suitable for small business owners looking to get funding. I'll give you all the data points, the underwriting criteria, and everything that you need to know so that you can walk in with confidence and get those approvals. So let's head over to my computer and break everything down. All right, we are at my computer, and the first bank on the list is going to be US Bank. This is, although, you know, a lot of people think it's a major bank, it is technically kind of like a regional bank. They're not everywhere in all 50 states, but this is a good kind of starter option for anybody that is a small business owner. They're just, you know, looking to get started for the first time. So I want to kind of go over some of US Bank's business banking options. Now, you don't necessarily need a business bank account to get any financial products with them. Well, let me preface that you do need it for a business line of credit or a term loan, anything like that. But just credit cards, which again, if you're a startup or you're just getting started, maybe you're a couple months or maybe a year in business, probably not going to be able to get a line of credit or a term loan anyway. So you're going to be limited to business credit cards in most situations. So with that being said, my suggestion is always getting something like the Silver Business Checking. Again, you want to get no monthly maintenance fees, anything like that. You know, good amount of transactions, so you're not getting charged for that, and then 50 cents for each additional transactions. All right, so again, you don't need a business bank account for US Bank, but if you want to get one with this particular bank, then this would be my recommendation for that. Now, looking at US Bank's business credit cards, one thing you want to know when you're trying to get a business credit card, try to get the longest 0% interest APR period possible. And with US Bank, at the making of this video, this is going to be the best option, the US Bank Business Platinum card. There's no rewards on this card. However, you do get a 0% interest APR period for 18 months. Okay, so that is on purchases and on balance transfers as well. So a lot of times people, you know, like to maybe move some money around, things of that nature. You will be able to do it with a card like this. There's no annual fee on this card as well. Again, there's not any rewards, so that's something that you're not getting. However, this is what you're getting this card for, this 18 months of 0% interest APR period. Now, with US Bank, something that you want to make sure you're aware of, okay? So they are known to give very low limits to start with unless you have a optimized credit profile. Now, if you're new to my channel, you don't know what that is, literally just head to the main video on my channel. Is going to go ahead and show you and break down in more detail. I won't go too deep into it in this video, but you're going to need to have above 700 credit score, you know, utilization low, all these things need to be in place. And US Bank does love average age of accounts. Okay, so anything above 5 years, you're going to be in a good spot. Otherwise, you're going to need to know somebody at US Bank to get your limits increased as soon as you get approved, because again, they are known to give you like those 3K, 4K baby limits to start unless you have a well optimized credit profile or again, you know somebody at the bank. Now, the second card that I would recommend from them is the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa card. Now, if you're more into rewards and you know, maybe willing to sacrifice some of that 0% interest APR period for a couple months, this is going to be the best card for you. At the making of this video, you're going to be able to earn $750 in cash back with this card, and you're going to get 3% cash back on gas, EV charging stations, office supply stores, cell phone service providers, restaurants, all that, which is very good. You're going to get $100 credit for recurring subscriptions like FreshBooks and QuickBooks. You get 1% cash back on all other purchases with no expirations on that. So again, guys, this is really a good card to have in your wallet. At the making of the video, again, it's going to be 0% interest for 12 months, no annual fee as well. So like I said, if you're looking for more rewards and you're willing to sacrifice 8 months of that 0% interest APR period, this is going to be the card for you. Now, if you want to get both of these cards, you definitely can. US Bank typically pulls TransUnion FICO 9, so just be aware of that. You can't get 2 cards on one inquiry. They don't do that, so it would be 2 separate inquiries for both of these cards. So that's something that you want to make sure you're aware of. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And next, we're going to go ahead and get into the second bank on my list. Now, the second bank on my list is going to be Key Bank. This is another kind of regional bank that I want to break down. They're in a couple different states. I'll go ahead and drop the states right here on the screen right now so you can take a look. This is a really good bank for business funding, and they got a lot of different options that I do want to go over. Now, in terms of business credit cards, which is mainly what we're talking about here, you will need to have a business bank account to get access to anything with them. So it's not like US Bank, the one we named before, where you can just get a business credit card without any type of relationship for the most part. This is a situation with Key Bank where you do need to have a business bank account to get access to anything. Now, looking at Key Bank's business credit cards, they do have 3 of them that I want to go over. Now, all of these cards have 0% interest for 6 months on purchases and balance transfers. So it's really kind of no difference on that. So it's going to be personal preference which way you want to go with this. Now, if you're looking for more of the rewards and things of that nature, I probably would say go with the Key Bank Business Cash Rewards card because it does give you 2% cash back on all purchases and it is unlimited. A 2% cashback card on everything is like perfect, to be honest with you. They do have a welcome offer of spending $1,000 in the first 60 days and getting a $200 bonus cash back. So that's basically getting 20% back on your money, which is very good. And then also the Key Bank Business Card. I want to go over this one. This one tends to give you lower interest rates overall if you're looking past the 0% interest APR period. So if that's something that you want to kind of put into focus a little bit better, then I would suggest maybe going with the Key Bank Business Card if you're looking for lower interest rates after the intro period is over. Now, the third bank on my list is going to be Chase. This is the #1 bank in the country right now. Everybody talks about this bank in terms of business funding, and rightfully so. They are very good for business funding, a lot of different options to offer a business. So let's kind of go ahead and get into it. Now, again, you're going to be limited to business credit cards. I know sometimes a lot of people talk about no doc lines of credit with Chase. Don't fall for the hype, all right? It will be kind of no doc on the front end if you try to go get a line of credit with them, but they will ask for tax returns once you start going through underwriting. So just make sure you're aware of that when you're looking at Chase. The no docs, sometimes even in the branch, they'll tell you it's no docs, but trust me, they will ask for a tax return on the line of credit once you get to the underwriting process on a line of credit. So if you want to avoid that, definitely stick with the business credit cards with Chase. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start here. In my opinion, the best one that they have is going to be the Chase Ink Cash. This is a really good card. At the making of the video here, you're going to be able to earn $750 in bonus cash back. You get $350 when you spend $3,000 on purchases in the first 3 months, and then you get $400 when you spend $6,000 on purchases in the first 6 months. All right, so that's how that's broken down. A lot of good multipliers here. You'll be able to earn 5% cash back on the first $25K in spend. You get 2% cash back at the gas stations, restaurants, things of that nature. With this 5%, it's going to be supply stores, internet, cable, phone services, typically high spend categories for business owners. And then you're going to get that 0% interest APR period for 12 months, which is always good. No annual fee on this card as well. Chase, again, like I said, guys, very good bank for business funding. Their credit cards, they can give you high limits if you know what you're doing. You know how to line up the applications and, maybe even knowing relationship managers, things of that nature. I always recommend go into the branch if you can when you're trying to get business funding, because banks are moving towards this relationship banking. It's good to have a banker, a relationship manager, a branch manager, things of that nature. It's good to have that to be able to build that rapport. A lot of times they can, if they know what they're doing, they can get you higher limits and get you approvals on things that you normally would not have. Okay, so it's always important to try to establish those connections and those relationships inside the bank. Now, if you already have a 700 plus credit score and you're tired of doing this on your own, maybe you don't want to mess up your good credit that you already have, you want to just get our help, get our connections and our strategy building, you can click the link in the pinned comment or in the description, and we can definitely hop on a call and see if we could potentially help you out and get this built out for you. Moving on to the next card that I want to break down with Chase, and it's going to be the Chase Business Unlimited. This is a really good card. This is the second card I use usually go cash rewards first and recommendations, then this one second. After making the video, you're going to be able to get again a $750 bonus when you spend $6,000 in the first 3 months of account opening. Now with this card, the catch is it's unlimited 1.5% cash back on everything. Okay, so you can use the Ink Cash and this one together, use the cash rewards for those multiplier categories, and then use this one for any other category that's not covered on the other Ink Cash card. You do get 0% interest APR for 12 months, which is always good. And one thing I want to mention with Chase, they are going to pull from Experian 9 times out of 10. So just be aware of that. And with these business credit cards, they are going to typically be multiple inquiries if you're trying to get, 1 or 2 at the same time. So kind of just be aware of that. If you're trying to spread them out, I would not do more than 1 card in a 45-day period. So that's kind of like how I would space it out a little bit if you're looking for information on that. Now the next bank on my list is going to be PNC. This is another regional bank. I'll go ahead and drop the states that they're in on the bottom of the screen right now, but this is another really good bank, either for startups or if you've been in business maybe like a year or two and you got some revenue to show. Whatever the situation is, this is going to be a good bank to fund your business. Now this is a bank that you will need to have a business bank account to get access to anything. So I always recommend, again, no fees. That's the best way to go with the business checking. This is like their basic one right here. This is going to be the best option for you in terms of just getting a business bank account to go ahead and get set up and get into the bank. Something that you want to make sure they are going to pull from Experian FICO 9. So just be aware of that. And they are very increase sensitive. I'm talking about in the last 36 months. All right. I'm not talking about overall increase, but in the last 36 months, make sure you don't have any more than one, and you'll be in a pretty good situation. Now, the PNC Visa Business Credit Card is going to be my recommendation to start off with PNC. After making a video, you're going to get that 0% interest APR period for 13 months on this card. So that is very good. It doesn't have any rewards, and that's going to be typical if you're trying to go for the highest or longest 0% interest APR period. Typically those cards won't have any rewards. So you got to make the decision which matters more to you, which I would argue for a startup, it's better to have, no interest for as long as you can to be able to start and grow your business properly. No annual fee on this card as well. So that's always good. Now the second card, if you want to get maybe more than one, I would recommend the PNC Points Visa Business Credit Card. This is a good one. After making another video, you're going to get 5 points for every $1 in qualifying purchases. And then you can select 1,000 rewards, electronic gift cards, travel, all that stuff like that. No annual fee on this card as well. So yeah, and this is their more travel rewards one, but I would say the PNC Points Visa is going to be the better option for most people. And again, no annual fee on that card as well. And the last bank on my list is going to be Connecta Credit Union. This is a really good bank. Now this is a credit union to where you do have to go ahead and have you got to get membership access. So my recommendation is the easiest way, in my opinion, is the Innovision Society. You can go ahead and get into this organization with $10, and that's going to be able to allow you to get into Connecta Credit Union. All right, so you got to get in through the personal way first and get a personal membership in, and then on that personal page, when you're going through it, you'll be able to see how you can get set up with Innovision Society for only $10, and then you'll be able to get access to Connecta Credit Union. Now they do have some great business products here. They got business lines of credit, business credit cards, everything that you're gonna need. They do pull from Experian as well, so that's something that you want to make sure that you notate. And they actually don't report to personal or business credit. Now every card that I told you in every bank that I went over today in this video, none of them report to personal. All right, so you don't have to worry about that, but this one actually doesn't report to business either, so that could be a potential good thing depending on what you're trying to do. And this is the main business credit card that they have right here. You're going to be able to get 3% cash back on office supply stores, gas and electric vehicle charging stations, and you'll get 1% cash back on everything else from advertising, utilities, literally whatever that you charge to this card, you'll get 1%. They do have a relationship bonus where you get up to 20% of your cashback rewards every year, but that's depending on the type of relationship that you have with Connecta, and there is no annual fee for this card as well. You can get some high limits if your credit profile is optimized correctly with Connecta, so that's something that you want to make sure you have in order. Now again, if you have a 700 plus credit score, maybe you've been trying to figure this stuff out on your own and you just want to get some one-on-one customized guaranteed help to get this stuff set up and get it lined up correctly the first time, go ahead and click the link on the pinned comment below. It's going to be able to take you to a page where you can go ahead, fill out a couple details, book a strategy call with us so we can sit down with you, analyze your business, see if it makes sense for us to work together to build you a custom funding strategy, get you access to our contacts, and be able to get you funding very quickly. Okay, we're talking about under 30 days to be able to get the funding that you're looking for your business. So if that's something you're looking for, you're ready to kind of invest in a proven solution for this, go ahead, click that link in the pinned comment. We'll be able to hop on a call and help you out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and smash that like button if you enjoyed the content today. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you want to learn how I got over 500K in business funding leveraging my Omni growth strategy, go ahead and click the video on the screen right now. It's going to take you to that video on my channel that I did recently where I break down my entire Omni growth strategy and how you can use it as well to be able to fund your business. So click that video and I'll see you in that one.